Hi Domo. Pennilane des. Now, I don't have much money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills. I'm a medium who walks the line between anime and 2D beat-em-up side-scrolling brawler MMOs. As such, I have a remarkable power to predict what type of anime you will enjoy by what DFO class you play, based on a mix of content and thematic feel. So let's get ready to play your anime world. Slayer. The selection of shonen power fantasies and isekai or otherworld harems is wide and deep, so let's explore. And by that I mean let's explore how little I respect this class. Omniblade. I could try and beat around the bush on this one, but we're still going to end up back at Sword Art Online sooner or later. So get out there and get slicing, Kirito. Berserker. It's an absolute mess of an aesthetic filled with rage and demons and killing, so I guess Berserk is your new favorite anime. Check it out, it aired in 2016. If you made it past that joke, then maybe watch Barakamon instead and calm down. Azura. Playing a blind milquetoast character clearly means that you like oblivious milquetoast protagonists. In Another World with My Smartphone or Master of Ragnarok are some of the more recent offerings that you should sense the aura of, or whatever it is you do. Soulbender. You are the Noragami to the Omniblade Sword Art Online. I don't know if that means you win or lose. Congratulations. Dark Knight. A class for people who like to think they're vicious from Cowboy Bebop, but they're actually Adam Toros from Ruby. But that's not technically an anime, Penny. That's great, you're not technically a class. Ghost Sword Slayer guy. Wow, you're really making a play for the edgiest male Slayer class, and that is saying something. Alright, I didn't want to do it, but here you go. Legend of the Overfiend. Just, don't watch this one with your mother in the room. Or anyone else in the room. Female Slayer, like male Slayer, but with more awareness and better taste. Swordmaster. Let's make the obvious Asuna reference, move on, and then focus on your motherly instincts as Sword Mom. Check out the stylish Michiko and Hachin, or Wolf Children. Demon Slayer. Blood and transforming sword thingies? Could there be another anime past Kill la Kill? Well yeah, Beyond the Boundary. Vagabond. Elegant, colorful flowers on screen distracting everyone from the important stuff and high-class women fighting with swords. Vagabonds? Revolutionary Girl Utna? Or Rose of Versailles? Dark Templar. As the best of the Slayer classes, you get the best isekai with a female protagonist. That's 12 Kingdoms. I mean, it's still kind of dry and boring, but hey, you play the class, you know. Gunners. You're not so lowbrow as the Slayers. You like your power fantasies intellectual and smooth. Ranger. It wouldn't be a very good anime list if we didn't have Vash the Stampede from Trigun as the class mascot here. Run into the middle of everything, throw out a bunch of bullets, and somehow nothing dies. Spitfire. You're all about that intensity, military structure, and flying around. Attack on Titan and Strike Witches both fit the bill because they're basically the same thing. There's a high probability that you'll enjoy Ship Girls as well. Launcher. Lasers. Gunbuster gets you hard AF. Nanoha fight scenes are your jam. Watching that iconic God Warrior scene at the end of Nausicaa the Valley of the Wind is your defining moment in life. Did you know Evangelion is coming to Netflix? I bet you did. Mechs. See, the softball is to say Gundam, but the problem is that the launchers also love Gundam. The truth is that you like Gundam, and Macross, and haughty highbrow shit like Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Fighters. More classic shonen fans, you find yourself open to a wide variety of shows, but you can seriously appreciate good physical conflict. Striker. A classic sports tale with good drama. Aim for the ace, haiku, ping pong, and the like. You're straightforward and you're classy. Brawler. You'll enjoy those classic death scenario thrillers like Assassination Classroom, Danganronpa, or King's Game, but only watch King's Game if you hate yourself. And maybe Psycho Pass and Death Note too. Everyone loves not fighting fair. Nen Master. Goku. You want to be Goku. Don't lie and say you wanted party support and thought the aesthetic was cool. You wanted to be a magical fighting guy like Goku and send out energy from your hands. Go watch Dragon Ball Super while you grind hell modes. Grappler. Detached from the supernatural and more into the inner strength against external hardships. You'll enjoy the gritty realism of something like Grave of the Fireflies, Barefoot Gen, or 5 centimeters per second. Male Priest. Your passion for support manifests into anime as a love of relationships and character interaction. Judging by how many bare chests this class has, I also think you're into yaoi and beach episodes. Monk. You may think it's Ashita no Joe, you may think it's Hajime no Ippo, you may think it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Fist of the North Star, Tiger Mask, or what have you, but it's Ore Monogatari. Avenger. Castlevania. Hey man, you're the one who thought maining a class based around the aesthetic from Rondo of Blood's werewolf boss was a good idea. I don't know, you tell me. Also, Devilman Crybaby is on Netflix and it's quite good. Exorcist. The existential desire to purge and the communion with the spirits comes to a head in Mushishi, but the whimsical and quiet malaise reminds of Kyoso Giga. Seder, family dramas about carrying or raising children like Usagi Drop. You'll also cry during romance climax scenes like Toradora or Clanad. Female priest, kinda like male priest, but way better designed, more popular, and just better all-around shows. Crusader. There's only one genre you could ever truly enjoy, Iyashike, the healing shows. Check out Aria the Animation, Non Non Biori, Namanchu. You also feel a strong connection to Belle Dandy from Oh My Goddess, probably because they're exactly the same. Inquisitor. Seeing a ruthlessly efficient person relentlessly pursue their goal is the premise of Goblin Slayer and the saga of Tanya the Evil. They kind of fit tonally as well. Mistress. Sorry guys, I looked up and down, but I couldn't find any anime whatsoever containing sexy succubi, dominatrices, embracing sin, seduction, or anyone using a scythe. Not a one. I don't know, take it up with Japan. So, Kimono Friends? Shaman. Let's talk about some really good shows that showcase relationships between women. Dragon Maid, Sound of the Sky, or Nana. How are they related to this class? Watch them and find out. Mages. As you may expect, anyone who plays a female mage is a lolicon and will enjoy watching shows aimed at 6-year-old girls. What degenerates? Reddit should ban them. Elementalists. You also likely have a huge indignant chip on your shoulder, so throw in some tsundere classics like Evangelion's Asuka or Kagami from Lucky Star. Battle Mage, classically defined by her transformations and strong magical girl associations. Let's go with Sailor Moon S, as that season features the 2 sailor soldiers who use a spear and a pole. Also consider Symphogear. Summoner. But when this mighty book was open, the powers were set free.
Well, it's gotten a little silly, hasn't it, though?
It's gotten fantastic, is what I mean.
Witch. You're a huge Studio Trigger fan. The aesthetics of Little Witch Academia with the content of Inferno Cop and the pacing of sex and violence at Mach speed with the mouth of Panty and Stocking. Also watch Nishijo. Creator. The epitome of chill slice of life, cute girls doing cute things with no pressure. Likely a fan of K-On!, Yuri Yuri, or Yuru Camp. You're here, you're not bothering anyone, not being noticed by anyone except the people that are really into you. Enchantress. Creepy puppeteer Lolly Buffbot? It'd be kind of a mistake not to say Rosen Maiden, but I'll also recommend Chobits if you're on the weird side. And you are. Male mages. Embrace your artsy avant-garde side, but with an emo tinge. Lots of shows so good you could watch them till you die, then get up and watch them again. Elemental Bomber. You're down for the more psychedelic and experimental stuff. Likely a fan of the Monogatari franchise or the works of Satoshi Kon. Icy Boy. Cold and detached is the perfect connection to the main character from March Chimes In Like a Lion. Maybe a bit of Hyoka too if you still don't have enough detachment. Windy Boy. Avatar The Last Airbender is one of the best television shows ever made. As such, I support your desire to be Aang way more than I support the Omniblades to be Kirito or the Nen to be Goku. Blood Mage. You're that one guy who will save your favorite animes fully coolly in public, and then fail to mention the 2 other 10s on your anime list are School Days and High School of the Dead. You normie weeb. Shame on you. Stop it. Dimension Walker. Your manic pixie dream girl is named Gnarly. Dress up the plot of Rosario and Vampire with the introspective contemplation or pseudo-intellectual faffing and relationship banter of something like Origairu and Bunny Girl Senpai. Or if you find that insufferable, and I do, try the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Lancers. I tried to come up with something tying the Lancers together, but it didn't have much of a point. Skirmisher. A good and honest class that appreciates good and honest classics from any genre. Golden Boy, Ghibli films, Bible Black, Hunter x Hunter. You just like anime. Vanguard. Break through no matter the cost. Won't be stopped. That's the name of the game for Kamina and the rest in Tenga, Toppen, Gurren Lagann. But you have to let the witches have the drills. Dragoon. The only thing I know about this class is it has a lot of jumping and impaling. You know what else has that? Another. Thunderbolt Fantasy. Erebus. Erebus. There's no doubt that you'll enjoy the Fate Stay franchise, which I've never seen, but I believe is about a young girl learning to swim.
Watch Heaven's Feel. It's a 3-part thing.
Knights. A class heavily associated with certain features, Knight players will find success in the romance, comedy, and ecchi genres. Luckily, the 3 often overlap. Elven Knight. An epic, serious class with bits of tightly paced action and a strong love of the game. The perfect show is the Vision of Escaflowne. Chaos. Chaos is exactly like Tolovru. Nothing makes sense, stuff gets flung everywhere, and the demon girl is super cute. Also something about tentacles. Dragon Knight, it's a pure class about the relationship between a girl and her dragon. Dragon Pilot Hisane and Masotan, available on Netflix, is also a show about a girl and her dragon, and they do this funky dance for the ending song. Savior. A wholesome mix of action and support, the class is simple but surprisingly good, just like the old school harem romance comedies like Tenchi Muyo. I feel like Land of the Lustrous would shine for you as well. Thief. Setting aside the Lupin or Fujiko jokes, the Thief class enjoys a cold thriller with a strong plot or thematic horror elements. Rogue. I lied. Watch A Woman Called Fujiko Mine. Also, every rogue I've ever seen has been insane, so Higurashi, Mirai Nikki, or Elfen Lied. Necromancer. Take a mix of Full Metal Alchemist, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Soul Eater, and throw all of that out and watch Black Butler instead. Kunoichi. You were expecting Naruto, but it was me, Ninja Scroll. Shadow Dancer. The outright oppression and terror of what lies in the shadows makes Made in the Abyss a great fit for this class. Or, if you're nuts, the manga of Junji Ito. Gunbladers. Are they meaningfully different from any of the Slayers and Gunners? Does anybody really play them? Aren't I purely including them solely for completion's sake when I could just say Cowboy Bebop for all of them and be done with it? Hitman. Metal Gear Solid. That's a Big Boss joke. What? That's a video game? What? Secret Agent. Oh wait, we didn't use Black Lagoon in the Gunner section? Shit. Troubleshooter. You remember that time in Madoka Magica episode 11 when Homura uses the entire military arsenal to launch an attack on Walpurgis Nacht? Oh, that was so cool. Specialist. I bet you like computers and tech and stuff. I bet you want to be surrounded by it, inside of it. Let's all love Lane. Ghost in the Shell was also likely a formative movie for you. Well, there you have it, 61 classes and over 100 anime recommendations. Since you're going to ask, Slap Up Party? No, you can do better. It's really quite bad, but it does try hard and it has its moments. The Chinese one, really only the ED, but there was some nice animation at times. And the upcoming one is a continuation of the Chinese one. So even with Linden Films signing on, there's not much to be expected from it. So get out there and play your anime world.
トマトだから潰れたのか。